In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on September 7, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Cincinnati Reds versus Chicago Cubs. The Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs are squaring off in the second of a 3-game series on Wednesday night at Wrigley Field. Veteran southpaw Mike Minor will get the ball for Cincy, and he is coming off a no decision against the St. Louis Cardinals, where he went 4.2 innings and gave up 2 runs on 4 hits with a hit by pitch, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Rookie righty Javier Assad has been doing well as he is coming off a no decision against the St. Louis Cardinals, where he threw 1 inning and allowed a run on 2 hits with no walks and a pair of strikeouts. The Reds are 2-6 in their last 8 road games and 4-1 in their last 5 games following a loss. The Cubs are 4-0 in their last 4 Wednesday games and 2-7 in their last 9 overall. The over is 5-1-2 in Cubs' last 8 overall. The Reds are 1-4 in the last 5 meetings in Chicago and 1-5 in the last 6 meetings. Javier Assad has only pitched 3 games at the MLB level, so he is relatively unknown in terms of how he can do in this game. Compare that to Mike Minor, who is 6-1 in his career against the Cubs but has not faced off against them in a few seasons. Looking at the offenses in the previous couple of weeks, the Reds are scoring 4.31 runs per game in their previous 13 games, while the Cubs are averaging 3.14 runs per game in their last 14 games. Even looking at the BIP over the course of the year for these teams, Chicago is 14th in the majors with a .294 BIP, while Cincinnati is 10th in baseball with a .298 BIP. These teams are very similar to one another in their matchups this season as in their first 10 games against each other. A total of 9 runs separate these teams in their head-to-head games. The Cincinnati Reds money line is our full game side pick. Looking at the bullpens, there is a huge issue as both teams are giving up runs as Cincinnati is 29th with a 4.73 reliever earned run average, while Chicago is 24th in baseball with a 4.37 bullpen earned run average up to this point. Both teams have been struggling as a whole when diving into their splits as well as a pitching staff, as the Reds are 28th in MLB with a 4.99 road earned run average, while the Cubs are 20th in the sport at home with a 4.09 team earned run average. The Reds are in a groove at the plate, averaging 4.7 runs in their last 10 games, and while Assad hasn't been solved yet, he is a rookie that is due to give up a few runs. Assad has issued 6 walks in his 10 innings, which is not ideal. In addition, the Cubs have scored at least 5 runs in 4 out of their last 5 meetings against the Reds, and that should continue with Minor on the hill. He has only pitched more than 6 innings in one of his last 6 starts, so the Cubs should add on runs against a bullpen that is 29th overall. I expect plenty of runs in this one. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Nationals versus St. Louis Cardinals. The Washington Nationals take on the St. Louis Cardinals in the third of a 4-game series on Wednesday night. The Nationals will have Corey Abbott on the mound. The Cardinals will give the nod to veteran Jordan Montgomery, targeting his 9th victory. The Cards lead the season series 3-2. Washington is 19-39 in their last 58 games overall and 15-41 in their last 56-game 3 matchups, while the under is 4-0 in their last 4 Wednesday games. St. Louis is 10-1 in their last 11-game 3 matchups and 4-1 in their last 5 Wednesday games, while the under is 15-5 in their last 20 games against the National League East. These two teams are nowhere near one another in terms of their hopes and dreams for this season, as the Nats are one of the worst teams while the Cards are one of the best. Corey Abbott has a 4.76 earned run average and a 1.28 WHIP in his last 7 games, while Jordan Montgomery has a 1.47 earned run average and a 0.93 WHIP in his 5 starts as a member of St. Louis. The offenses have been showing a bit of a difference lately, as Washington is averaging 4.23 runs per game in their last 13 games, while St. Louis is is scoring 5.27 runs per game in their previous 15 games. The Cardinals have won 41 of the previous 61 home games against the Nationals. Jordan Montgomery's just been able to get back to when he was doing early on with the Cards with another shutout in his last start, and I think he can carry over the success against this Nationals team that's just playing out the string and just don't have the pieces to really play spoiler right. This Cardinals team just looks to be on a mission for one of the top 2 spots for the first round bye in the playoffs. So the St. Louis Cardinals to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Since the All-Star break, Jordan Montgomery is 5-1 with 2.92 earned run average in 9 starts, while Corey Abbott is 0-2 with a 4.56 earned run average in 8 games at this point. Both bullpens have also done pretty well, as the Nationals are 18th in the majors with a 4.05 reliever earned run average, while the Cardinals are currently 10th in the sport with a 3.64 bullpen earned run average. The under has hit in 5 of the previous 6 games against one another. While I definitely expect enough runs against Abbott, he has been competitive recently, conceding only 2 runs in his last 10 innings of work. In addition, the under has been the reliable play when Jordan Montgomery is on the hill. The under is 4-1 in his 6 starts as a member of the Cardinals thanks to his dominance. He tossed 6 shutout innings against the Cubs in his previous home start. The bullpen has been reliable as well. The under is also 5-1 in the last 6 meetings between these foes. I expect a low-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Rangers versus Houston Astros. The losses keep mounting for the Texas Rangers, but they'll look to end this series on a high note as they face the Houston Astros in the final game of a 3-game series Wednesday. The Astros lead the American League West, have plummeted to 4th place in the division. Christian Javier gets the start for the Astros while Cole Ragans takes the mound for the Rangers. The Rangers are 19-41 in their last 60 in Game 3 of a series and 8-24 in their last 32 Wednesday games. The over is 4-0 in Texas last 5 Wednesday games. The Astros are 4-1 in their last 5 Wednesday games and 25-7 in their last 32 in Game 3 of a series. Houston is 50-24 in their last 74 overall. The Houston Astros finished their 3-game series on Wednesday night against the Texas Rangers. The Rangers have been bad of late, losing 9 straight games heading into Tuesday, which includes Game 1 in this series. This has now dropped them to 4th in the American League West, with no playoffs in sight. The Astros, on the other hand, are charging towards the postseason as they have won 6 of their last 7 prior to Tuesday and are in first place in the American League. The Rangers will look to start left-hander Cole Ragans on Wednesday. Ragans has spent most of the season in the minors until getting called up in August. He will be making his first start since mid-August, as he will be coming off the injury list and is 0-2 in 4 starts with a 4.42 earned run average and a 1.53 WHIP. Ragans faced the Astros early last month and it didn't go to plan, as he allowed 5 earned runs on 6 hits in only 4.1 innings. The Astros are projected to start right-hander Christian Javier. Javier is 8-8 in 20 starts with a 3.31 earned run average and a 1.06 WHIP, but is coming off an even better August, which saw him finish with a 2.53 earned run average and a 0.91 WHIP. Offensively, the Astros have the advantage as the Rangers rank in the bottom 10 in the last 7 days in most offensive categories. Look for the Astros to sweep the series, so the Houston Astros to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In Ragans' start against Houston, the game finished with 10 runs as it was 7-3 as he gave up 2 homers and showed the Astros were able to hit him hard. Along with that, both these teams are known for hitting the over, and this year in the 17 games they are averaging 7.2 runs per game, but this is the perfect pitching matchup to hit the over. Houston mashes lefties in Ragans, while Javier also has his fair share of giving up some runs, as Texas also has an offense that can go deep a few times. The Astros average 5.49 runs per 9 innings against left-handers, almost 1 run more per 9 innings than they do against righties. Against the largely untested Cole Ragans, who is pitching on the road, look for the Astros to tee off. The over has gone 6-4 over their last 10 games, mainly because their pitching has been so bad. The offense has been decent, averaging 4.5 runs per game over their last 10 games, so they should be able to scrape together enough runs to push this past the total. I have a hard time not taking the over in this one, to be completely honest. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.